Cubs, welcome and welcome back again. It's time to step into the lion's den. Although I had a list of things I want to read on, I'm actually going to cut things. I'm just going to do a reading on BTS today because it's like a lot of content, it's a lot of stuff revolving around BTS right now and their music ever since they dropped whatever their title track is or whatever they got going on now. It seems like a lot of people are finally kind of at a point where they kind of want BTS to stop pandering to a Western or American art, pandering to Western or American music, especially for this Grammy. So I kind of wanted to go into basically what BTS is feeling currently. I know I did a live and like before they were kind of feeling it, but I want to see overall what's going on with them. So we're gonna get started. I'm freestyling. I didn't pre-choose my decks besides this one, so I'm just gonna reach for whatever kind of calls to me in the moment. Okay, so the cards we have is Chaos and Letting Go. That's interesting. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and see what all is going on. I may use all oracles, I'm not sure. But I want to know basically where BTS is at with the fans. Like, how are they feeling about the fans? Oh my goodness. Response to their music. So the cards we have is Success and Deceit, right? But this success, it says congratulations, but what this seems to me is like contracts, right? And then we have Deceit. So it seems like to me right now is that unfortunately they may be in some contracts where they have to put out a certain number of English songs, or I don't know if they have an American record label or what's going on, but it seems like there's a certain amount of songs that they have to put out. So that's kind of like what's going on. They're probably locked in a contract that does that. It's funny, excuse me, it's funny because I remember that something happened on Twitter. You guys sent me a video of Jimin getting some form of information on his phone and looking at it and becoming very upset. And then Yoongi saw it and Namjoon saw it, and all of them, you know, kind of the mood just kind of dropped. And when I did a reading, I was letting you guys know on Twitter that, you know, from what I got personally, this doesn't mean that it's true or fact, okay? So all of my readings are alleged and for entertainment purposes only. I'm just doing the best I can out here, right? So the reading, what I got is that there was something that they were told that they could finally let go of, they can finally not do this, or they didn't have to do something. It was work related. And they were told basically something along the lines of they have a break, they can get off, they don't have to do this, they don't have to record this, they don't have to work with these people. And then they got a message almost like saying that they did. Now, I'm sure all of this comeback and everything was way recorded way before that. I'm sure it was. But there's probably still going to be more American music to come. So that's kind of what I think this is also, it could possibly also be touching on. Is that okay, yeah. And so like I said with the Deceit, like almost like they were told one thing and they kind of accepted that and they were okay with that until later they were told something else, like, oh no, sorry, we lied, you have to do it. And that's kind of like what I'm seeing now. And so it's like this chaos and this letting go is here. I'm not really sure what they're going to be letting go of right now, but I know that they are realizing that the fandom and things are getting chaotic. They splits. Their feelings on what they're doing is kind of reaching a level where they're not sure which direction they're going to be going. So all of them may not be on the same page. They may really love doing these works with their favorite Western artists and being able to cooperate with them and all of that. But that I feel like there's a double-edged sword there. Like, they're loving being able to be close to, work with, and communicate with their favorite artist, and yet at the same time, with all of those positives, almost noticing the kind of creeping backhand of everything. And I'm not sure what that creeping backhand for them is. Like, that creeping, like, little, the niggling feeling that makes them a little uncomfortable is yet. But we're going to go ahead and delve deeper into it. Do I want to keep pulling from these oracles? I kind of like these. This is maybe only the second time I use them. So I want to know how they're feeling about the fans. Rigid. Okay, I wanted to know what they're feeling about the fans and kind of like how they're reacting to the music. I don't think they were sort of expecting it. With rigid, it just makes me think of like when you're cold and you're frozen still. And so I think it's one of those things for them. They're like, whoa, okay, we weren't expecting that. And that could be, because it's the term rigid, I feel like it's not, this is the more of the negative sides of it. So when them seeing like, actually being criticized or things, they're like, whoa, we didn't know. Like, we didn't know that, you know, this was how some of y'all were feeling. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to deal with these cards in this deck. It's like the Warrior and the High Priestess of Fire. I didn't study this deck all the way yet, so I'm not sure what the High Priestess of Fire is, but you all know that there's always that Queen of Wands who always comes up. Queen of Wands does represent the suit of fire or flames, right? The elements of fire. So, you know, she's always coming up. I never know who she is or what she represents. But then we also have this Warrior, so I don't know if this, and it's still masculine, feminine. I don't know if this is still one of those dating things that come up, but I'm so tired of seeing these. Y'all know every BTS it comes up, BTS reading it comes up. I'm so tired of it. I don't even feel like dealing with it, so I'm putting that off to the side, y'all. We have understanding. They actually do understand the fans' concerns. So we're focusing on the people, the fans who are actually, the real fans who are actually criticizing the music, you know, and criticizing the quality and criticizing, not me sloppily shuffling like this, and kind of criticizing the intentions, okay? And this is constructional criticism, not just, you know, I didn't mean to do that. Ah, there we go. Not just, you know, not somebody just attacking BTS. This is constructional criticism. So we have the message. So they understand and they actually got the message that some fans are delivering. So they do hear us when they're saying, hey, this kind of music isn't it. You guys started off one way. You started off strong. You guys, you know, you said one thing and then you absolutely did the thing you said you wouldn't do and have stuck to it since then. So they're hearing us, they're hearing you guys, they understand. I think they're going to have to lie to us though, and this is where the deceit comes from. I think this is interesting. I think BTS unfortunately is going to do something again where they say one thing but then they do another and they can't tell you why, but it's like some sort of contract deal, and they can't really speak on it. So like they may like I don't know what, I don't even know what it is, but they may say something that fans are like, what do you mean? Like, what are you talking about? Like, what's going on? And they can't really clarify whatever it is because of them being under contract. I don't know what this may be. It may be, hey, I don't know. It could be like an artist that people that they have made said that they would never work with. I don't think they ever did that. But, and you know, people saying, oh yeah, no, that's a bad artist, and then, you know, next thing you know, BTS working with them, and it being like, whoa, didn't you say you wouldn't do that? Things like that. Like it being something where it's just like they once again they may have said something or they may say something, and the next thing you know, they do the thing that they said they wouldn't do. BTS has to do a lot of things because of the contracts that they've already signed. They're in them for a while, so it's like they don't have a choice, honestly. But let me see what else is going on about BTS and how they feel about the fans' reactions to their music. Magic in the Mirror to me also represents a temperance because it's ice and fire, or, you know, you could say water and fire, either way. And it kind of makes me think of trying to balance out the recognition, fame, views, and all of that, all of the positives, and then also all of the knowings that, you know, they're... I'm not going to call the other half a negative because it's not a negative. It's more of they're trying to balance out the good things that they're receiving from this with also that feeling, knowing that they could be putting out better music, doing better shit, just all around doing better. And they're aware that they can actually make better music, honestly. It's almost like they're trying to pretend to be a lot happier than they are. Financial constraints. Financial constraints. Oof. Oof. Yeah, so like I said, it'll cost them more. Happy family. Yeah, they're not happy. It'll cost them more to actually break contracts than it would to just go ahead and go through with everything that they're doing, the amount of English albums they're supposed to put out, all of that. It costs them more to kind of break that. So I don't think they're going to be changing anytime soon. And if they do change, it will be, yeah. Yeah. I don't think they're going to be changing anytime soon, but if they do change, like, they would really have to risk a lot. And it would really have to be the members kind of putting their foot down on something. But they are very concerned about the fans and losing their original fan base. And it's, okay, so they are concerned about growing pains. So it's like, they're concerned about losing people who were there with them from the beginning. They're concerned about losing the people who came for a certain image, who came for certain messages. But they're also like, and here's where the temperance and this kind of balancing of energies come from. And, you know, the sort of happiness at the same time. But they're also like, you know, they want to accept the new fans and new people who are loving and appreciating what they're putting out now. So it's almost like loyalty and loyalty and there's something else. Loyalty and what's the word when you're like genuine and true to yourself? But anyway, it's like loyalty and being real to themselves versus, you know, still being able to do everything that they want. Well, more of still being able to make music and, you know, meeting their dream celebrities and everything and still gaining these fans and money. So it's like we're still in a, they're still in a space where they are profiting, they are gaining fans and all of that, and they're not losing in the sense of views and album sales, I don't think, at least. But they're losing their own, is it integrity? They're losing other things that are personal to them. And that's where that split is coming from. Okay. So now I'm going to actually use my spirit guide deck and just see if I can grab some of the major feelings in general that BTS is feeling about what they're doing now, like their music and everything. Let's see what their genuine feelings, the overall genuine feelings of what they're doing. Ooh, okay. So we have gifts and joy guides. Like I said, they're very happy where they are now in the sense of receiving newer things. And again, here we go. Here we go. Gifts and joy guides versus loss and healer guides. It's always a temperance. It's a double-edged sword. It's a yin and yang. So it's like accepting the new people who are loving them. Look at the gifts that are opening, right? The new people who are loving them and the new fans that are coming in and celebrating whatever BTS drops. And then it's like the loss of the old and loss of what they were used to and loss of, you know, what they knew. So it is a very split thing. There may be members who actually very much love this kind of style of music. Epiphany. Okay, so they are going to come to a conclusion eventually. And then we have celebration. Yeah, they are going to come to some form of conclusion, victory. Eventually, they may decide, you know, unfortunately for some of us older fans, they may decide to actually accept what is giving them more benefit and just chuck up the losses that they can't do what they want to. Here we decisions was in reverse, by the way. I flipped it over to read, but decisions is in reverse. But it's also saying once again that they don't really have a choice in it. They've signed contracts, and at this point they're so big that they don't even have a choice in kind of the contracts, really. Intuition is in reverse, right? Like I was saying, it's like so they're also losing something that is personal to them, okay? They're losing what's personal and close to them. So the old fans also come with their old, like, who they are, you know, who they truly are, where the new fans are just like, hey, I guess we gotta go with what is popular now. But this is also, like, y'all know how I feel, but this is also one of those things where I was saying, like, way back in the day, I was saying that with BTS and the music that they're putting out now, like, fans are so obsessed with focusing on like views and album sales and just topping charts that you neglect a lot of us. Well, I'm not gonna say us because I don't participate in that, but a lot of ARMY neglect the quality. And I'm not saying all, because there are a lot of them who actually genuinely love this style of music, because this style of music has been going on for a few years. So people who like this have come in, and now there's a lot of ARMY who like this kind of music. But the ones who were there before, I'm talking about ARMYs who were there for older BTS, you know, back then I was saying, you know, you guys keep worrying about the charts and putting them at the top of the charts for albums that a lot of you do not like. You know, it was cute once, but then when you continue to do it for albums and title tracks that you really don't like, BTS and the company is getting the impression that this is what you like. So what they do is they throw away what's old, and they're going to go for what's getting them to the top. And the more that you boost music that you're not actually into because you just want BTS to beat records and all of that, the lower the quality of music is going to become. So I feel like the company is under the impression that, you know, the majority of the fans, and I'm talking for older BTS fans, not the ones who are actually really into the bubblegum pop that they're doing now. My thought process is I think that the company really thought that we liked that kind of music, and because it was getting so big and we were sharing it with so many people and having reactors react to it, that they're like, okay, this is it. This is what they want. And now we're kind of stuck here. We're kind of stuck here because BTS themselves, they said, oh, well, we don't want to do music in English. Why don't you learn Korean? Like, we're Korean. We're going to speak Korean. And even, you know, translating and doing all the English stuff stressed RM out. So when they finally did something like that, and, you know, we kind of blew it up. Not we, ARMY kind of blew it up. It was like, okay, I guess this is what the fans really want. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I feel like they think. Like, the company is like, okay, so this is what they really want. They were really waiting for this. And so I think that's when they were like, you know, bump your feelings about, you know, English albums and sticking to your, you know, your language and blah, blah, blah. We're going to go ahead and do this. And on top of that, they did not get their Grammy for doing songs in Korean. And I know I'm kind of like going off topic of this right here of the reading, but I also wanted to say this. This is what I want to say. I don't want BTS to win a Grammy for for English and American music. I want BTS to win their Grammy for doing their kind of music in their native language. And I think they deserve that, because that's what they got popular off of. That's what they got big for. And I feel like kind of conforming to that kind of, conforming to Western wants or needs and desires just to get a Grammy you're selling out and you're selling yourself. I feel like there's, you know, unintentionally selling yourself short, and kind of, it's almost, it's just unfortunate to see. Like, I think they deserve a lot better. I think they deserve a lot better. And I think they should not accept a Grammy for American styled music. I don't think they should accept a Grammy for English styled music. I think that if they really want to prove something, and this is just my opinion, okay, you know, we all have them, you could take it with a grain of salt. I think they really should show something by showing that and they already are, but so much bigger than the Grammys, and do their music their way and how they want it done. Show them something. Be unapologetically, you know, do your unapologetically Korean music, you know what I'm saying? Well, in the language, because, you know, well, I'm not gonna go into anything else, but yes, that's where I'm at with BTS, generally. And in the reading, it's kind of I'm not gonna say it's a mixed bag, it's actually almost directly split. I do think there are some members who actually really do like this kind of style, but at the core, a lot of them do miss their older style music. At their core, they're actually really unhappy with the contracts, even though they're extremely successful. And like I said, they are sort of like kind of stressed because they see the fans' valid complaints, criticism, and how we have, like I said, understanding message. They understand it and they know exactly what we're talking about. Okay, so let's go ahead and just see kind of like what's next for BTS. I want to see, let me see, what tarot deck do I want to use? I'm going to use this one. I want to know what is next for BTS. Although I'm concerned about this chaos and what is this, letting go. I'm very concerned about it. Yeah, like I said, they're going to, so far I'm seeing, you know, Two of Cups, Ten of Wands, they're going to continue doing what is gaining them the most, you know, attention, what's gaining them the most money, and you know, what's benefiting them the most. They're going to continue to do that. You know, basically they're not about to fix what's not necessarily broken. If they're making big bucks off of this American music, big views, getting deals, they're going to continue to do that. And they're going to run their stuff like grown people, right? They're going to run it like adults. They're going to be responsible. They know that in the end, doing what works is better than doing what you love, unfortunately, in a company state. You know what I mean? And as businessmen, as, you know, artists. Well, not as artists, but as businessmen, not artists. Okay. Let me pull some more cards to see what's, oh. They may actually take a break soon, guys. I think they were promised a break anyway. They may actually take a break, and things are going to be hidden from the public, but they're fighting. Yep. So it may be like, oh, BTS goes on hiatus or something, or even maybe a member, you know, something like that. And it's going to be one of those things. I feel like it's going to be either hidden from the public, or they're going to pretend like everything is okay, but on the inside they're actually really fighting, like, and they're having arguments and they're trying to figure out what's the next move, what to do next. It's going to be pretty bad. They are going to be really, really stressed about this music thing. Like, They're going to be really stressed about the music thing. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is in reverse. So whatever happens, it's not going to be the greatest of results. So BTS does have a lot coming for them. Yeah, they have a lot coming for them. So here's how I see it, how it may happen. Like after another comeback, or it could even be this one, they'll go on a hiatus of some sort, or like a little break or vacation. So I feel like that's gonna happen. Everything, like maybe social media will be like sort of lit up, like, oh, you'll see them take selfies or post selfies or, you know, something on their thingy. But in reality, like, they're really not getting along. They're having a lot of difference of opinions. They're all offering different ideas to how to make things work or how to change things. And in the end, like by the time they come back or by the time they get their stuff together, it's going to be like, everyone's going to be, a lot of people are going to be looking at them like, what is this? What's happening? So I don't see good luck coming for them after a hiatus of sort, or after a member possibly goes on a break. I don't know if it'll be a member. I don't know if it'll be the entire group. I'm not sure. Hold on. I'm not exactly sure, so... Okay, I guess it's forbidden. Deceit's coming back up, and then yeah, there's arguments. Yeah, things are not gonna be good when they come back from whatever break, hiatus, or whenever somebody leaves for a break or hiatus. Or I don't know when Jin is going into the army, but it's a lot of chaos that's going to be happening. Chaos. Okay. Yeah, it's a lot of chaotic stuff that's going to be happening for them. So I'm just going to go ahead and let this go, and y'all can figure it out. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you liked or enjoyed the video. Please follow me on Patreon if you would like to purchase a reading for your favorite idol, celebrity, or yourself, or even any other person. The VIP reading section is especially for readings that you know that I'm probably not going to do here on this channel. On the VIP section, you go ahead and subscribe to the tier, and then message me, DM me on Patreon of what you want your VIP reading on, right? And you get to ask me questions on this particular person, idol, celebrity, I don't know, your new favorite dancer, I don't know. And you can decide whether the video is public or private. You know, you get all full control in VIP. So yeah, also, you can follow me on Twitter if you want to be notified of when I'm going live, when I'm not going live, other little things. Tumblr, you can ask me questions anonymously. So please check it out. Yeah, support your girl. I hope to see you guys next time again in the Lion's Den. I love you all so much. Bye, Cubs.